this video, I'll be showing you how to solve the Rubik's Cube using the easiest method while still being able to solve it in around 30 seconds once you've mastered this method. There are 3 types of pieces on a cube. First one is corners, which have 3 different colors on it, edges, which have 2 different colors on it, and centers, which only have 1. And centers don't move. The red is always opposite orange, yellow opposite white, and green opposite blue. The first step is the cross. I'm gonna be solving the white cross, so I'm going to look for the white edge pieces here, 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 and here. What you want to do is match the white cross edge up to the corresponding center, like this. And then you look for the next one. It's right here. It's white and red. So I want to turn it till it matches up with the red center. And then I'm going to move it onto the bottom. Next piece I see is this green white right here, but I can't insert it like I did last time. I have to first move it to its side and then bring it down right here and then bring it to the bottom. As you notice, this kicked the white piece out, white-orange piece out. So I'm going to bring that back to have it solved. And then the last one is this white-blue. So what I'm going to do is bring it up to the top and then move it to here so that when I bring this piece down, it doesn't bring it with it. And then I'm going to insert it like I did the green one, move it to its side, bring it down and onto the white, and then bring this white-red back down. The next step is to solve the white corner pieces into their corresponding spots. So I see the first one right here is white, green, orange. So I want to place it above the green, orange, white center. And then what I'm going to do is have the white piece facing towards me, and then I'm going to move it away, bring this up, move it back to where it was, and then move this back down. And that solves this piece. Next one is right here. This time white is on the top. So what we want to do is again put it above the corresponding spot it needs to go in and move this up, and then we want to move this white corner to here, so when we bring this back down it's facing towards us, which is what we want. Then again move it underneath the spot, then move it away, bring this up, move this back, and bring this down. Next one, right here. Again, put it underneath the slot, move it away, bring this up, bring this back over, and then down. Then lastly, this one, do the same thing. Move away, bring this up, move it back down. And we got our first layer. The next step is to solve this second layer. So we want to find the pieces that go into this middle layer. This one is blue and red. So what I'm going to do is match it up with its corresponding blue center. And then I'm going to, since it goes to the right, I'm going to move it to the left over here. Bring this up, move it back so it lines up with its center. Move this back down. And now we have this pair formed. Now we can just insert the corner like we did in the previous step. Move it away, bring this up, move it back, and bring it down. Next one is right here, green, orange. Going to line it up with its center. Going to move it away, up, move it back, move this back down, and then insert the corner. Move away, up, back, and then down. The last two are in the middle layer, which we don't want. So what we're going to do is move this up and move it to here, then move this down. This separates these two pieces, and then we can just insert this corner back into its place. And then this edge is in the top layer. So again, match it up, move it away from where it's going to be inserted, then move this up, move it back to its center, move this down, and then insert the corner. Away, up, back, and down. Last one is here. We're going to move it away, this up, back, and down. Then insert the corner. And now we have the first two layers all solved. Before we go into the next step, we have to learn what an algorithm is. It's a fancy word, but it's basically a sequence of moves that gets you from one step to the next. So there are 6 sides, right? This is the right side, left side, up side, down side, front, and back. So if I say R, you're going to turn the right face clockwise, and R prime means turn it counterclockwise. And that applies to every side. So L would be like that, L prime would be like that. U, U prime, D, D prime, F, F prime, B, B prime. The next step is the yellow cross on top. So there are 3 cases. You either have a yellow dot, a yellow line, or a yellow backwards L. In this case, we got the dot, which is the worst case. So we have to perform this algorithm 3 times. So we're going to do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And now you have this L shape. And when you have that L shape, you want to put it in the top left corner. And then for this case, you do it again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And then you get this third case, which is the line, where you do this once. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And you got the yellow cross on top. The next step is to get these 4 edge pieces to match up with its centers. So turn the cube until you get 2 of these matching. So right here I got this matching and this matching. So there's 2 cases. They're either opposite or they're adjacent. If it's opposite like here, you have to do this algorithm twice. and hold it so that they're in the front and back. So go R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And this gets you the second case where they're adjacent, and you want to put this in the top right corner. And then do the same algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then match them up. So you got this, this, and this all lined up with its centers. The next step is to get all the corners in their correct spot. They don't have to be permuted the right way, like this is. Like it could be yellow here, green here, orange here, doesn't matter. Just find one that is in the correct spot. And if there are none that are in the correct spot, then just pick any corner. You put this corner in the bottom right here, and you do this algorithm. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And you keep doing this until they're all in its correct spot. Might take 2 to 3 times. So U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And now all the corners are in their correct spots. The last step is to permute all 4 corners on top. So these 2 are already done, just these 2 are left to do. So put the first unsolved one right here in this position and do the following algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D, and keep doing that until the yellow comes on top. So R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And as you see, yellow came on top. And then turn the top layer to get the next unsolved piece in this spot and do that algorithm again. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And then just turn the top to solve the cube.